Fucking waterhead!
Yeah, getting a, like, sub 4130 with reasonable RNG is not super off the table. And the Dunair fight itself, always a swing as well, with if I actually play it right. They all just came for me at the same time. We're on a mission. Ooh. Yo, has Hax lost like any sets in this session? Yes. I think that's one loss he's had. But for the most part, like, wow, just there. So, how is everyone? Who is having a smashing evening? Ooh, I don't think I moved a pixel there. I lost like a pixel of movement. Ah, not entirely sure though. Oh, excuse me.
You fucking lang me!
Once again, did not menu the right direction there. Okay, that ended up working out, I guess. Dude, oh, come on. Really? Oh, well. Still decent overall.
Devil's fucking shit. No, I'm not, though, dickhead. I'm not shit, though.
Should be enough energy, we'll see. Hello? How was I not holding down all the buttons there? Nice.
Fucking yeah, dickhead.
Please, can I find the crystal this time? And that's no, I didn't see it again. Lovely. Yeah, that's an improvement on last time at least. That's a very bad bat though. Good library.
Hey, mate!
Very
Have
good
you
library.
got 20p, mate? Dickhead, mate!
Very nice. Good turnaround as well. Okay, that is one of the best green orb sections I've ever done. Just very solidly played overall. Seriously. Next game. Almost perfect, but no. Technically, that was my fault, but it's... What happened there is dumb anyway. Like, I don't know why that didn't count as a back hit on the zombie. Sometimes, like, glancing blows from the back don't count as back hits. Sometimes they do. I don't actually know what Shua dictates that. But I should have turned around so that I was directly facing the zombies, the ghouls back, but I just didn't. So like I say, sometimes it's not necessary to do that, so I'm not, like, super strictly in the habit of doing it, but I guess I should be in the habit of doing it if it can go wrong doing it the way that I did there.
Don't be fucking questions.
Okay. Lots of possible time save here, though, depending on how well I play this. Perfect fight. Nice. Very fucking good. Now I have a good fight in Split. Now this run is fucking serious. Well, for anyone doubting, like, oh, is it really worth, you know, like, playing the boss that risky and going for the hardest strat? Like, that's why you fucking go for that strat. Because, like I say, in the previous run, when I said that the fight that I ended up with, that would still be accounted a, like, decent to good fight on the old route, and I just, like, saved 18 seconds over that. That's why you fucking go for that strat. Oh, went slightly too far there. Shit. Not a huge thing, it's just silly. I should know that I'm supposed to be, cutting left as soon as I reach the bottom of the staircase. Grab it. Don't let me down now. Slight mistake there. I thought that my position looked a little weird there as well. Like, I judged like where Django is standing after the spear thrust to see if I'm going to get the double there, and I didn't think I was in position, but oh well. Purify.
No, we're fucking questions.
Nice. 21-second lead at this point is very good. And to say that this is actually on 40 pace right now is wow. And here was me saying at the start of the stream, like, yeah, you basically can't get a 40 in this category unless you try and go for a short sword without a manip. Now, I'm not going to stay on this best possible time pace. I'm not going to match my goals the whole way through, but this is a very good start. God, I'm actually not that far off seeing 23 purifiers again, and this is with stopping to do an RNG manipulation in Cathedral. Like, oh my god. The best spot to take the recharge, so you have time to wait and see if you get the randoms, but didn't get any randoms. Oh well. Should still be a time save here though.
Mate,
Like one.
Have you got 20p, mate? Dickhead, mate.
I was not confident about that, but it worked out. I didn't know if I was going to clip the corner correctly though. Okay. Not perfect, but serviceable. Don't know why I hesitated there on the second set of swings. Not a good fight, but getting the power nut there was the right play. It's worth getting that power nut if you can do it within 2 seconds. Onvar, what is up, dude? Thanks for the good luck. And that trap has been cooperative. This is a very good set of golem traps I'm getting tonight. They do not behave like super consistently, but that has been more than good enough to work with. Okay. Nice little setup there, where as long as you rub against the wall for a bit, you will go behind the golem without getting hit by it. So I should be losing a couple of seconds here, I think, but I'll gain those seconds back later due to having the extra power nut. Light goes back on at this point.
Don't be fucking questions.
Yeah, a second and a half there, and my health is fine to not take a health refill here, so a slight amount of time save here. Just need to refill to about 60% before I go in here. That's enough, yeah. Because I can wait on the next set of yellow slimes again. So are you actually, like, familiar with this game at all, Onvar, or no? I mean, these days I don't think there's that many people who are familiar with these games, but always worth asking. A bit of weird movement I chose to do there. Was not exactly necessary. Well, I am happy to show the games off. Any like questions you have about the game or like what's going on, etc., do feel free to ask. I do so love talking about these games. I'll leave my enchantment on here. So yeah, that's the best spot to take a manual recharge because you can wait to see if you get the random drop there, which I did. It's like a 21% chance for me to get a random drop there because it's 10.8% off each enemy corpse and there's 2 enemies you kill there, so overall roughly a 21% chance to get a item that you actually want there. You also have like a 2% chance to get an item you don't want, but oh well. You get to do a lot of puzzles in this game like this. Put all the blocks on their correct floor panels. There are like a lot of block puzzles like this in these games if you enjoy these kind of logic puzzles. They're not random puzzles though, so it is purely a case of once you memorize the solutions, you just do them and go. There, in any percent, there is one puzzle with a random element, and it is a, it's a text-based puzzle as well, so you need to actually know a couple of Japanese characters, because we do play Japanese version because it's faster, but you need to know the Japanese characters for north, east, south, and west for this one puzzle in any percent. Okay, the axe has also been cooperative so far, so I'm hoping that's going to continue. This fight can go really wrong when it decides to go wrong. Not as fast as last time, but didn't get bad RNG.
Hey, mate, have you got 20p, mate?
No, it's really not bad. And they're visually distinct characters in the context that you need to remember them, because it's like you come up on 2 different text boxes. The first text box will have the character for north or south, and the next one will have the character for east or west. So in that sense, you don't need to remember all 4 at once. You just need to be able to remember coming up to the first one. Like, if you know the character for north, then if it's not that one, it must be south. And then because you've had those 2, when you come up to the next set, it can't possibly be north or south. And then you just do the same again for east and west. And like, if you just know how to visually recognize one of them, then you can just use like, you know, either or logic to say like, well, it didn't be this, so it must be this. Can still save time here, depending on where the last tablet is. Okay, saving a slight amount of time here.
Hey, mate,
Okay, looking at a potential 25-second PB if the rest goes normally. Oh, I am actually picking up a couple of seconds because I don't need this power nut. Forgot about that. Just remember to take the refill when I get to the next room at the opportune time. So 1 flame, 1 cloud, then refill. Now just go mode. Don't fuck up the other puzzles so that this buff actually lasts until the boss room. So try and figure out this puzzle on the fly. make all the floor panels the same color and they change when you walk over them. And the actual logic of the puzzle is pretty simple, but it's a little confusing when you first see it and first try to do it. But it is a puzzle where it is very important to actually understand the logic underpinning that puzzle, because it's very easy to make a mechanical mistake on that puzzle, and then once you fuck up the solution, you need to be able to logic the solution rather than just do the memorized method. Like, the slightest movement mistake fucks up the solution for that puzzle.
Hey, mate! Have you got...
Nice.
Mate,
This is really nice pace.
Dickhead, mate!
Yeah, my boy Raffi over in Germany has a pretty nice setup. He's made his own, like, he does some electronic engineering stuff, and he's made his own nice little appliance with like a positioned LED for Game Boy Player and a physical slider that he can use to adjust the brightness, because you don't just want max sunlight during this game. There's like different use cases for having different levels of sunlight, so he has a slider so that he can adjust the intensity. Whereas I need to make do with essentially MacGyvering it. Because I can soft adjust the level by angling the cartridge a certain way from the light, but that's not an exact science. Compared to Raffi, like I say, he has just a slider so that he can manually control the luminosity. No, the sunlight exposure in this game is variable. You do want it variable for the run.
Don't we fucking questions?
Max sunlight, like, rule of thumb, max sunlight is good. Oh, by the way, glomp. Max sunlight is good generally, but for sections where you are doing forges, there's 2 forges that you do at the any % route, like go to the blacksmith and make a new weapon. You generally want like 4 or 5 sun is a good benchmark. It doesn't strictly matter, but 4 or 5 is a nicely playable amount of sun to have for the blacksmithing minigame. And there's a couple of sections of the run where you can summon like solar walkways that act as shortcuts, and you cannot have greater than 8 sun for those. If you have 9 or 10 sun, I'm pretty sure it's a bug that happens and causes them to just disappear. And if that happens when you are on a solar walkway, it just kills you instantly, because it drops you into a death pit. But it means for my setup here, where I'm just like angling the cartridge or positioning the sensor in a certain way so it's receiving a certain amount of exposure, it's actually quite easy to fuck up the solar walkways, like to be at like 7, 8 sun and then like very minutely change my position and then the sensor reads more than 8. So like Raffi's manual solution is a lot better for stuff like that. And then, any time that you are playing as your vampire form, Black Django, and you are outdoors exposed to the sunlight, you don't want any sunlight when you are as Black Django, because you actively take damage in the sunlight in vampire form. Okay, bat RNG. It's fine. I'll be able to outrun this bat. That's the last bit of RNG that can really go wrong in this run. Well, technically, the last piece of RNG in this run will be which direction Django decides to go in during the purification, but that is RNG that you plan for and play around. That's not, like, uncontrollable RNG that can just spoil the pace. Like, this should be just finish the run on this pace now. And for purifications like these, you want max sunlight at all times, because it just increases your DPS. Getting 10 sunlight as well by natural organic means is very, very difficult. Getting like 10 with natural sunlight is basically impossible. These games basically were not tuned around you being able to have max sunlight at all times. Or at any time, for that matter.
Whoa! I actually want to these in time!
That's honestly a really, really fucking good thought. So in this category, there are bits and pieces of uncontrollable RNG that can like make like swings here and there. The biggest piece of uncontrollable RNG is the location of the stone tablets in the desert for the Remains B split, which was not very good in this run. I can still save a substantial amount of time on Remains B, so that's kind of crazy to think.